well.
It's a big sporting event. They get the biggest stadium.
Brady.
We'll send them off together, and then you just have this big burly.
He's under center. He gets the ball hiked to him. His whole offensive line just stands up and salutes.
Someone yells hike.
He catches the ball. He's too slow. It just hits him in the face.
Someone yells hike, and you just see the entire line charging him. He stands up, it's over the shoulder. And it's like the ending of Sons of Anarchy.
Will you listen to Sarah?
I turned on my ears.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's a horrible
At the wrong
mistake.
time.
Yeah, you guys, check out my Steam Deck.
What?
This is my Steam Deck.
It's under.
Is your name Jay Cobb?
That's why it went all the way there.
And
There it
fuck
is.
off.
That's why it went all the way there.
Hey, what's up, homies? I'm Michael. This is Off Topic. We got Eric. We
Yep.
got Jack Money. We got
homies.
Yo, mama.
the homies Logies.
The homies,
I already
Logies.
said homies.
It's pretty
Or
good.
Joe Mama.
What about Lomies?
I don't know. Why didn't you name yourself Lomies?
That sounds like a creature that would like
does.
walk off fucking ledges.
I'm Lomies.
It's like, oh, there go the Lomies again. Oh, they're gonna go kill.
You know about
themselves.
that they're like, oh, lemmings like follow each other and like fall off the edge or whatever.
Yeah.
The people
they
that were
do.
filming it like chased them off.
Really?
Yeah, they don't really do that.
That's what those fucking like those YouTube kids are
Yes.
like, we saved a dog. It's like because you put the fucking dog in danger.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
It's
but
Nothing is real. Nothing is true.
it's crazy that they
Everything's
chose
been
to
done.
do that.
Tell me about September.
No, it's a different.
No.
I can't.
Hey, quick reminder that right now Tyler Stabb
What is he gonna do?
is right over there.
Yeah, he's over. He's on his
He's
laptop.
over
doing
there
great.
stabbing it up. Okay, and for him that's just existing. Anyone else, call for help.
September.
I've seen Stab, and you go, if someone runs up to you and says, "I've seen Stab,"
Yeah.
A, they know Tyler. B, English is not their first language.
A, they know Tyler.
Throw some stabs in the chat.
Yeah, I've seen
for us.
Stab. I've seen Stab. I've seen Stab. And they're like, yeah, he's a good friend of mine. And then someone's
You mean
just,
call the cops?
when someone's just
There's
like,
blood.
I've seen Stab. Yeah. Oh, so you don't know
Yeah,
Tyler.
yeah, it's different. Okay.
Anyway, stop talking to me.
You're dying. go to a hospital.
That got a little off track.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my not stabbed friend Tyler Stab is letting me know to remind you that you can get up to 35% off a year-long first membership.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's like the longer you sub, the cheaper it is.
Yeah.
Incredible. Just use code FIRST45 at
hate
roosterteeth.com/signup. That's code FIRST45 at roosterteeth.com/signup.
So
I didn't have to do it at the beginning,
Yeah.
but I'll forget.
Yeah.
They don't say, Michael, you have to do it at the top. What they do say is, Michael, stop doing it at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a long show.
Yeah.
You know, engagement and click-throughs and
Yeah.
watch length and all that.
Yuck.
You know, stuff like this
There you go.
scares people off. That's why they're not cutting to them.
No,
we're on the camera.
They're on.
We're on the
camera.
They're reflected
So-
in the.
Oh, that's fine. That's
the set, like somehow
That's
the
a
set is
bonus.
a little different.
I
and,
love
like,
it.
Everything's a little fucked. Where it's like
It's cool.
we're further away from the
brand new
bar.
day.
The reflection is like perfectly hitting it. This is something feels off. Like,
That's
I,
good.
I feel like
you feel like
I'm like in the Matrix
I will
version
say,
of off topic.
I like it better if it feels off.
Yeah.
Because when it's been feeling on, we need something to make it feel
Trevor,
off.
you look a lot
It's time
different
to
today.
maybe
It's pretty
shake it
fucked
up
up.
a
Let
little.
me ask you, Trev. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
We're already mixing the streams here. What was up with that little mummy dog cat?
Oh,
Momo or something?
Mummy dog cat.
Chupie.
That's what I...
Chupie.
Yeah, Momo.
There's a
Miss
That
Cat.
just sounds racist.
Have I
don't
not
know.
shown you the cat?
Okay, here's the thing. First of all, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It sounds like Chupacabra.
Yes, it
But
does.
sounds-
That's what, and that's his name.
It's just a cute nickname for the Chupacabra. That's all.
It's also like the third. That's Jack's number 3
Oh, look
on
at
the
the
Jack
kitty.
Button doll. That sounds racist.
Oh, look at those creepy
It's like,
hands.
Yeah, he's
Not like-
fucking weird.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
like, it's like one of the naked cats, but it like grew
Yeah.
hair by accident.
So
Yeah,
it's
it
a
looks-
Chupacabra cat. It's called a Lycoy, and it just lives in Austin. It's a
You know
cat
what I
that
call it?
What's that?
Dinner.
No! It's just a weird cat that lives in Austin, and I said, hey, do you want to...
Lycoy is what Taylor Slotnick
Nailed it.
was, right? I almost said Taylor Swift. That's
You almost said something.
Fuck me. Whatever. Go ahead.
Cut.
Are these your references?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
why.
old, shit, man.
Why do you think he's always looking for Jeff?
Yeah. Jeff? Remember Twilight? Team Jacob.
Taylor Wander was Light Boy.
See, that looks normal.
That looks normal.
No, that's
bro.
that's what he looks like.
Other-
That's
other
Chupie.
than the pause,
doesn't.
other than
So
the
this
pause.
is-
No, that's a doctored photo.
No,
this
so
is a
this is
doctored
Chupie.
photo.
What you don't-
Photoshopped, and that's
See,
an AI-generated
what
photo.
you don't know about Chupie is that he molts like a bird. Like it grows a bunch of fur and then like will
Then he
like
turns into
shed the fur
chocolate?
and then it. No, different malt.
Where is this? Is that a bar?
Oh yeah, he goes to Meanwhile
Austin.
Brewing
Of
all the
course
time.
it is.
Yeah.
Wait, is that your cat or is
No,
this a cat?
No, it's a cat that I follow on Instagram.
His now.
Oh, okay.
I just think Chupie's awesome.
Yeah.
I think this cat. Look at this thing.
That's a cute cat.
That's
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
think we'd have to explain the whole thing to Jack, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Yeah. I thought he would just sort of accept it at face value like Joe is.
Well, not only that, there's certain layers.
Joe's just in shock.
All right, here's Chupie loves bread.
Oh, look at Chupie grabbing the bread.
Chupie, let me tell
Tortillas,
you.
it looks like.
Oh yeah, he goes crazy for HEB tortillas.
Not only don't watch,
Fresh.
I actively avoid it.
Yes.
Hate anything that I particularly or anyone at this company creates.
Yes.
Despise it. Watching Chupie go after that bread.
Crazy.
Oh, boy. Oh man.
Crazy.
Oh,
Corey.
man.
like if Chupie was big and the bread was a baby, dead baby.
Dead baby.
Dude, Chupie.
That's like a
went for
bear.
that bread.
Like if a bear went for
Chupie
it.
went from I don't even really know if I'm alive right now to everything wants me to put
Yes.
that entire piece of food inside my small little hairless body.
It felt like, Jack, if you like were to like kind of pet your own arm like hard, that's what Chupie feels
It's-
like.
Oh, so it's like that
Chupie-
that rubbery kind of
Yeah,
feel
it's
to
like
it?
it's like a skin, but like there's hair, like just enough of both to go like.
Chupie looks like the carpet feels at your grandmother's when you're a kid, and we're not kids anymore.
That shag, it's like shag carpet,
but it's like
and it's
falling
missing
off.
patches,
Yeah.
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 It's missing patches.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? But you're telling your grandmother or you know whoever Chupie's owner like this. I don't know about this. And
Yep.
they're going, it's fine. It's fine. That's
Chupie-
fine. That's fine.
So is this like the RT podcast gimmick where you find something popular and bring it onto the show?
I don't know how like Chupie has like a lot of followers, but
Yeah.
it was a thing where mostly I just used
It's weird.
my producer credit to go, hey, do you
Yeah.
want to be on this thing
Nice.
so I
It's
can meet this cat?
It's also a weird definition from the guy to say, oh, so you're just using something popular who just didn't know what it was and had to explain to them.
I mean, if you're just going on Instagram, if you can
No,
find
just
next, the B girl's gonna come on, like the Texas B girl,
Yeah.
she's gonna come on.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about the bee.
I
I forgot about
another guest.
Forgot about the bee girl.
Why,
No, I think
So you're putting in his
why
notes,
don't you line up
invite
your guests?
Austin B girl.
I think Chupie's cool.
Yeah, why don't you
Chupie
write-
hanging out
Oh,
with a
Chupie.
Chupie hanging out with a lava lamp.
Why don't you write this? What's up?
Was that?
Burn.
Is that it?
Fucking destroyed.
Why would you burn? I
Yeah.
said, what's up?
Got him.
Why is anybody burning anybody?
So Chupie, maybe we get Chupie on this show.
All right,
Okay.
that we're not-
There
that
we
we're
go.
not-
Bring Chupie on the show.
We put Chupie right here feeding tortillas.
Nah.
Oh, dude.
The entire show?
Nah,
Yeah.
Joe, don't worry. We've got no problem shooting this down. Go watch the episode Chupie was already on. The off-topic listeners, I call them, everybody's got names.
Yeah.
I call them shitbags.
Oh, that's fun.
The shitbags have heard plenty about Chupie.
Okay.
If they want to see more, I
Check
don't
it out.
care.
You can go check it out on Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Don't even go there. Just stop.
How dare you?
Just close your eyes.
And
I like the idea, when someone's always like, you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. I like the idea of someone going, all right, I'm leaving now, and just closing their eyes.
Goodbye.
it's like they're a baby, you think they're hiding. You can't see me.
Hello? Sorry, I'm gone.
It's a bird. It thinks it's nighttime. I gotta go to bed.
Few words. I think you're confused. I'm not confused at all.
Yeah. I'm
No,
out
I got
here
this.
right now.
Right.
Man, I am so fucking old.
Yeah, you are.
I was in San Francisco this past week for an event.
Holy shit, are you serious?
Yeah, it was
was I.
awesome, and we should have hung out. That would have been fun. There was an after.
the
There was
same
like
bar? Fine.
after this event was over, a bunch of us went to a hotel bar, and I proceeded to drink way more than I've had in a long time. That was on Thursday night. On Friday, I was useless. Like I was in pain the whole day.
Yeah.
I also spent 5 hours at the airport waiting for a 3.5-hour flight. That was brutal. My flight at 1 got pushed until like 7 o'clock at night.
That sounds like, never mind.
I was miserable.
Our weekends have separated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just
They're different
described. Mine was awesome.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah, that's right. You got away. You got to have some freedom.
Oh, I
also drank way too much. And the
I
walk
was
back to the
fine.
hotel, I literally stepped outside and was like, uh-oh. I mean, it was only like 2 blocks away from where I had to go, but I like laughed to myself, like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And then passed out. I don't know if I brushed my teeth before. I woke up fully clothed with all the lights on.
I don't know if I brushed my teeth. I went to bed in all my clothes.
Yeah. It was rough. And but man, I woke up at like 7 a.m. and like, I'm gonna go throw up. And I just went and threw up. And then I went back to bed. And then I was like 10 a.m. woke up and like, I'm gonna go throw up again. And I threw up again, just trying to get out. And I still just felt like someone was just like squishing my body.
You gotta drink water, Jack.
I was downing water.
I
It was
escaped the
horrible.
vomies.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
It's really nice, I will say, as a not only grown adult but a 40-year-old man. When Joe goes, you gotta drink water. Like, you didn't know that.
I'm just saying.
I know you're just saying, but everyone just says, no shit. Anytime ever, it's like, I don't feel good. I was drinking any water.
Water.
Holy
To be
fuck!
I've been drinking more alcohol.
It's been what? For years, it's been water. Water's what I've been missing.
Constantly
You know.
hungover.
Maybe drink like Japanese or Korean people. You mix water in with your
Oh, I thought you were telling me to drink a Japanese
Yeah, I
boy.
didn't know
No,
what
wait,
you
no.
guys-
Like, how do you liquefy
It's
it?
unethical. You can't do that.
Wait, you said drink? What?
He's
Yeah,
saying,
it's a popular thing where they
mix
mix,
water. Like a
they
Japanese
they mix water with like soju.
Yeah. I do that.
And it just tastes like water, but it gets you
That's-
really fucked up.
I do that with tequila.
okay.
But
I just do tequila water.
Well, I understand.
hydrates
I'm
you.
just saying I understand the argument too of being like, hey, drink water when someone's drinking, 'cause they're drunk and they're not paying attention. or
Yeah. I
whatever.
sneak it in.
But when the next day you wake up and Joe goes, did you drink water?
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, I haven't had any since.
That was it.
Fuck, it's been
Water.
2
I should have
months.
woke up and had water.
no, you should have drank water while you were drinking.
Oh, that helps
Jack,
solve the problem.
you're-
It actually does.
You're dumb. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I know.
You're just
That's my
getting old.
mistake.
And
Here-
If only I knew to drink
I
water.
didn't get sick, and I'll tell more little deets because Lindsay and Alfredo were there,
Yes.
and so we're pre-taping this because we have
yeah.
productions, so we're pre-taping this, but then the next one they're gonna be on, and so
So
the
next
next
week,
podcast.
next week.
the next
Fredo and Lindsay
podcast,
will be on.
Fredo and Lindsay will be on, and we'll
Oh, you talk
about,
it up?
like, the stuff that we got.
I don't. Can we? When's the embargo up? It's like the 14th, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So we still have 2
They
weeks.
said it like 100 times.
Yeah. Well,
They actually
he hadn't had any water.
that was the stuff we recorded.
They
I'm saying like when
actually-
we can actually talk about it. I don't know before. Like just mention stuff.
I mean, I wasn't gonna bother.
Okay. So 2 weeks-ish. You can
I'm excited to find out about it, Joe.
Yeah.
come back in 2 weeks. We'll tell you all about it. It'll be fun. And I'll tell you about why I didn't drink water.
Yeah.
Well, you were just a fool.
Dude,
That's true. It felt like I was running at like 30% all day, and then I knew. I mean, like getting to the airport was a nightmare. I went to the lobby of the hotel and just ate a bag of
are you
Fritos, just
talking? What
trying to
happened
get
to you?
something. I fell apart. Man.
how is it a nightmare getting to the airport?
Oh, well, no, like because I went downstairs. I'm like, I was right on that verge of like I could probably throw up again, or I can try to start rebuilding. And I was like, all right. And I sat in the lobby, just ate Fritos, trying to put something in my stomach.
Should have water in
Went to the airport and just kind of like did the, I'm just focused, breathing, and then got to the airport. I'm like, okay. And then my flight was like in an hour, and I waited, and they're like, oh, the plane, like, it's always bad when you hang out, like the Admirals Club, and then you get out to the gate, and you're like, okay, plane takes off in 40 minutes. You get there, plane's not there. It's
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not going to be a flight that takes off on time.
And there's a line of people at the desk, and I was like, oh no, what happened? And they're like, okay, well, the plane's not here yet, obviously. We're trying to fix it. And it's like, shit. And then an hour later, they're like, oh, we're not using that plane anymore. Your plane's coming from Seattle, and it's going to be another 3 hours. And it's like, but hey, I got my $12 gift card or whatever to spend at the
That's
food
cool.
place.
You got half a sandwich.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got half of a burger. It was
Yeah.
great.
I woke up at like 10:30.
Yeah.
Nice.
Feeling good. Pack. Left by 11:30. Took like 15 minutes to get to the airport. Strolled through.
Easy.
Got a couple of breakfast sandwiches at a little cafe. walked up to the flight right as it boarded my first class seat.
Beautiful.
For an enjoyable flight home landing at a comfortable 6:30 p.m.
Gorgeous. So your flight was at what, like 1?
Yeah, it was like 1:20.
That's like
that's the worst.
From SFO, that's like the latest I'll probably ever book a flight.
My flight was by my own request, and I booked Lindsay's. I got booked out there for a thing. Jack and I were doing a thing, and then like Lindsay came with me, and then Alfredo was there. But I booked it originally because I thought people were going to be staying longer, just after the event, and then they didn't. But I booked the flight originally at 6:30, and it was land here at like midnight.
Yep.
And then I think the day before I was like, I'm gonna change that.
Yep.
But it was nice too because the first class was open.
Nice.
That's why I fly United whenever I can.
Yeah.
I have it's like 98% of my miles and rewards and shit are American Airlines.
Yeah.
But only because that's just what Rooster Teeth used a lot, right? So when I flew everywhere.
The thing about American is like there's a direct flight to LA, there's a direct flight, and then you can also use Qantas to go to Sydney in Australia, and you can use British Airways to go to England, which are like the two places we typically would go a lot. So it's like all under the same system.
Yes.
And
But me moving here, the only direct flight is United to Jersey, to Newark.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, it didn't exist when I moved here.
Oh, really?
That flight did not exist until like 2 months, whatever, six months after I moved here. In the grand scheme of things, fucking amazing because it was one layover was the fastest I could get to Newark.
Yeah.
And a couple months after I moved to Austin, so like 2011, that route opened up, and I was like, oh my God, thank God. So I use United for that, and just using it for that, I discovered how much fucking cheaper it is.
Yeah.
And so whenever I fly to New Jersey, I always use United because again, it's direct, especially once like. There was a small period where when I first moved here, it was United because I was like getting used to traveling constantly. I hated it. And then we would fly all the time for Rooster Teeth. So it's like, fuck it. Who cares if there's a layover? We get the miles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which we can use. Then we got kids and it was like, fuck the miles. Direct flight.
No layovers.
Yeah, fast as possible.
Right.
So that's when we use United. But like United almost always, or pretty good rule of thumb is first class is like double what the regular ticket is.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lot, is cheap compared to other airlines,
Yeah.
right? Like American, your ticket's $800. A first class ticket's like $2,000, $2,500. You know what I mean? Like without upgrades or membership programs or whatever.
I'm curious how many people buy the first class seats as opposed to just get
Probably
upgraded
nobody.
to it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, I've
like
never
nobody.
paid
But
for
like,
first class.
that's the thing. American almost like prices it out where you wouldn't. You would never buy it. It's like, why the fuck? If I'm a normal person, why the fuck would I spend $2,000 on a 3-hour flight? It's insane.
Yeah.
If you've never flown in first class, it's fine. It's not like
You get glass things to drink
It's
out
not
of it,
international
plastic.
first class. Now that is like.
If you the lay down seats is
you're not,
that's
like,
that's
flying
normal.
Emirates.
International or
Spoiled.
business class or whatever, that shit is like the Titanic.
That's
It's like the nice part. The nice part.
international
Not the drowning part.
international flying is like the Titanic.
Dude, international
really like
put
man,
it international
it's the front of the plane, the back of the plane.
Yeah,
They're playing fiddles in the back. You want to go to a real party?
You won't make it to your destination.
Yeah.
But
Where does iceberg come from?
But like, it's great because usually there's only 2 seats. So they're bigger. They cut out the middle seat. They're bigger. But if you're flying as a couple, then it's like great. It's more private because you have 2. You get your own flight attendant, so it's just you get stuff faster. They'll pop you a drink right away. It's just little perks. I like it just because it's like it's roomier. If it's just me and Lindsay, we can sit next to each other. The icing on the cake here is this: if you do it on a trip, like for work, and whoever pays for the ticket, you just pay for the upgrade.
Yeah.
So it was like $250
Nice.
like each way if I
Nothing.
wanted to upgrade. And so it's like if they have a seat, I'll grab it. If they don't, they don't. But for like $250 for a flight that's 3.5 hours, fuck, sign me up, bro.
That's the thing.
I'm not gonna pay $2,000. But I'll throw
That's it.
$250.
The 2,000
Because
is
I
such
hate
there's just no
traveling.
fucking
I
way.
hate traveling.
But
I hate
250
it.
is so worth it, and it's not even like first
For me,
class is
it's worth it for me.
I agree.
You know what I
think
mean?
first class is nice. You can drink your white wine and you can hang out. Thank you. And you can. It's great. You have the space and all that
truly
stuff.
is.
But like, if you were to buy it from like just that base level, and you're like, here's $2,100, it's so not worth it.
Right.
At all.
It truly is the experience also again, that just like most times, right? Because anybody could buy first class, but most times people in first class are like frequent flyers, right? Like nobody is like, I don't know what's going on in first class. They put their bags away. They aren't fucking around.
Yeah.
It's like the least disruptive people on a plane too. Not because it's all like first class business people. There's schmucks like me up there too who are going, United's the cheapest one. Even I can fly first class. And it's just like more chill. You feel, at least me anyway, I feel less bothersome talking to the flight attendant.
Yeah.
Because they have so many less people to deal with and that's their job. But like, you know, there's shit I want all the time on a plane. But like, I pushed the button 40 minutes ago. I'm not pushing it again. You know what I mean? This woman's dealing with 150 people on the plane. In first class, I'll be like, ma'am, she's 2 feet away. Yeah. It's just, if you can do it, you can do it. I have never in my life bought it on American because it's like, for another $1,500.
Get fucking.
I also will say I love getting the fuck off the plane.
Yeah,
isn't that great?
Bye.
Being like the
gone.
third person off.
It's phenomenal. You have that thing where you know from when it goes bing, that means the plane's fully stopped. Take your seatbelt out, and everyone who gets in the aisle first. So they can get their
row
luggage right.
32D. They're all the way going already.
Well, the whole plane does it.
Yep.
And your human instinct, if you fly regularly, should be.
Yep.
There's no rush. No one's getting off the plane.
Absolutely.
Unless you're in first class, then you're like, there's no. Oh my God, we are getting off. We are getting off. We are getting off.
It's immediate.
The actual time from that sound to get off the plane is like 10 seconds.
Yep.
It's just your way at the back.
When we flew back from Colorado, we talked about this before, but from a FaceJam trip, we were all first class because of someone. It was Michael.
That's a perfect scenario.
It was United. It was great.
That was United. That's why I did it.
It was an upgrade thing, and it was like nothing. It was great.
Let me tell you.
It was everyone, like all of our crew, and it's guys who have never flown first class.
It's guys who usually aren't allowed at the airport.
Oh, okay.
One of them didn't have a driver's license.
Wow.
As in forgot it. At checking at the first hotel on the trip, he was like, I don't have my driver's license. Like to check in, and everyone immediately went, dude, how are you gonna fly home? Yeah. And he was like, do I need that to fly? Mind you, this guy's like 30.
How?
Is he been put on a no-fly list? Been in contact with the FBI?
No, it was like.
I will say, you can get through an airport without a license. It's a pain, because Katie and I were in Vegas one time, and we checked some bags just because we didn't want to deal with it, and her wallet was in her bag that we checked.
Yeah.
I see.
And I was like, shit. And so we got to the front, and literally they pulled her aside, and they like a woman called someone and started asking Katie questions. She was like, what's the name of your neighbors? And she was like, well, thankfully we knew our neighbors. She's like, okay, what's your father-in-law's name?
Oh my God.
Where do they live? And they started just asking random shit that like only that person would know.
Yeah, and then they went, thanks, I now have assumed your life.
Yeah. And then,
I'm now Katie Ward.
Goodbye.
They gave her the thumbs up, and then they like sent her through screening, and then it was like a second and third screening.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, but she got through, and we were able to fly. But it was not fun.
We sat in first class with heathens.
Well, the thing was, again, it was United. I wanted to upgrade myself. But it was that thing says it was like a business travel. We were all booked together
in like one group.
And one group through like
there were like 6 of us, I
an
think.
external agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I had to jump through hoops to extrapolate myself from said group. There was like web and glue, and through sheer laziness, I just went, it's not that much.
Yep.
It's not that much, and boy, can I just like. Kind of walk
treat everybody.
around.
It really was.
Treat everybody in, but then get all the credit. I kind of walk around.
They would have carried Michael.
Yeah.
Like if they.
I had to like wait to tell him too.
But they were so excited. One guy, Cam, who was our like assistant director. He's just like classic weirdo. And then like we were going out one night and we're like, hey man, you want to come? He's like, no, I can't. I got a League of Legends tournament. And we're like, oh,
yeah, he was in a league tournament in his hotel.
Like he was playing.
In the middle of
the road trip.
Yeah.
Just like at night one night.
And then we saw him the next day. We went, how'd your tournament go? He's like, my partner, this 14-year-old kid didn't show up, so I didn't really get to play in it. And we're like, oh, cool, man.
Yeah, he pretty much sounds like that.
The coolest. He's the fucking best. And when we were in first class with him, it was like he kept asking questions like, so like they give you drinks, and we're like, yeah, just like whatever you want. What about alcohol? Yeah, man, they give you booze like wine and all this stuff.
Just like Cam, regular drinks are free for anyone on every flight.
He sat down, and as soon as his ass hit the seat, he hit the button to like get
It's
booze.
also like
he was like the fifth person on.
And that's the thing too. Like not while they're loading the plane, but like if they're kind of like even before they close the door, the second there's space in the front cabin, they just give you drinks.
Yeah, they'll give you whatever.
Would you like something?
And then they just take it away. Well, no. Usually they just straight up it's water and champagne. And they'll come by our white sparkling wine.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yo, first class people, you want this shit? Like, we don't have time to ask for an order, but we got time for you to suck this down, you piece of shit. Well, and then we'll just take it from you when we go to take off.
Yeah.
That happened, and he was like, what?
He couldn't.
What?
He was
safe?
It's like when you
like
think of
gremlin.
Jackie, anything can spring to mind. But imagine like a 90s movie where you have either like a Kevin McAllister or like some normal person in like a future rich scenario where you're like, you push a button, a card shoots out and you jump. That's him in the
like Tom
seat.
Hanks in Big.
Yeah. Or like Mr. Bean shit. Yeah, like Mr. Bean shit.
What?
I'll get you there one day.
No, I haven't flown first
I'll
class since I was
get you
like
there.
10 years old.
Okay, so he's already done it.
Yeah.
then. Oh.
Wait, I haven't flown first class since I was. Why were you flying first class
I got
at 10?
upgraded.
If a 10-year-old got upgraded to first class in front of me, I'm picking him up, putting him in my old seat, and I'm taking
What if it was Chupie? What if
my
Chupie
aunt-
got upgraded?
No, Chupie, that's fine.
Chupie's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
My
Chupie
aunt was
probably
a flight
only-
attendant.
Yeah, absolutely.
On United.
Your aunt was a flight attendant on United.
And so like we used to get like standby tickets all the time.
Okay.
Nice.
And then one time me and my sister were flying to see family, and we got upgraded to first class. And I am sad because I never got to experience it as an adult and
They didn't
know
bring you
exactly what it was. You know, like I was just like, oh, this is nice. I'm a kid.
The
I get to meet-
seat's so
I get to
big,
meet
you're
the
like
pilot.
rolling around in it.
That's it. Yeah, you think first class, and again, you think like luxury.
Yeah.
It's luxury on an airplane.
Yeah.
Because an airplane is shut the fuck up, get the fuck in,
Yeah.
let me kick you. You comfortable? Bam, let me punch you in the head. You comfortable now? And first class is like not being on a plane. That's there's nothing first class about it
nothing I
in
would love
real
more,
life.
though.
It's like a nice bus.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, but there's nothing I would love more. I would love to have more space because
you do, you
the
get a
leg
little more
space is
space.
the worst.
But you are reduced to your environment, right? Like you must adapt to your surroundings, and in those
Like a
surroundings, it is first class. Right
We're
now,
classic first class squids.
right now, I'd be like first class. Look, I can stand now.
Yeah.
On a plane, I'm like this guy next to me. I'll kill him if you give me that seat up there.
Yeah.
I'll skin him alive. They keep saying you don't need to kill him. You can have it. And I keep saying, can I kill him? Can I skin him alive?
So it's pretty exciting.
Waiting for an answer.
Flying.
Yeah,
Flying.
so that's Michael upgraded us all first class. I think
Zip.
Cameron drank a whole bottle. He had to drink a whole bottle of wine. I don't think he saw the bottom of that glass.
And they kept coming.
Oh,
They won't cut you off.
Do you remember, again, we've talked about this before, but do you remember when he had to go to the bathroom and the guy that was sitting next to him, he had the window seat and there was a guy sitting in the aisle seat and the guy was sleeping and he had to go to the bathroom?
Oh, that's the worst.
And so instead of just getting up and moving or whatever,
Nudging the guy, excuse me.
he's sitting here and then Joe, if you're me, he just goes,
Yeah.
he's looking back at
'cause
me
he
like,
was like-
what
he
do
was
I
like-
do?
It was like forward and to the right of us, I think.
And he's like, what do I, like essentially he's like, what do I do? And I just went, just stand up and walk. And he's like, he stands up and then starts like crawling over
climbing
the
over
guy.
the furniture,
Like
yeah.
not, like the floor is lava type shit.
Yeah.
Where he's like holding on to the seats in front of him and like stepping on the arm in first class.
Cam is
So much room.
Cam is imagine the non-cartoony traits, like the real personality traits. He's kind of like Charlie from Sun.
Okay.
He has that without being so bombastic. You're just like, this is a real man. This rules.
Like
It was awesome.
literally like if Charlie goes to a party, whatever, and there's cheese, and he's like, cheese. That was him on the plane.
Like Farva kind of deal.
Right,
It's like,
except it
I'll
was
just
wine.
stick Schlitzers.
Wine.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's wine.
Why would they give us wine?
Another one, please. Just keep them coming. It was like,
Really
dude, when they go bing, when they're like, we're now getting ready to land, go potty, whatever. It's like,
Hit it one more time. trying to get one more pour.
I'm running dry.
Landing.
It's like someone out of the boonies going to the city for the first
it was
I mean, it was very much like that.
Yeah.
It was like that when it shouldn't have
Yeah.
been, right? I don't want, like, that's the image we're depicting.
Yeah.
Because that's how he acted. But that's not that, Cam's not from the Boonies.
No.
He was just like a
He's like a regular guy.
like a normal blue-collar guy.
He works like a lot of productions and stuff that we've done, and like Netflix stuff.
What's crazy is the
whatever.
first thing I think of with production, period, anything, is travel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, like, just even if it's like, okay, I don't fly first class, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, it's not the environment. It's just like it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit more spacious. You get stuff, drinks faster, free snack box.
Yeah. It was great. That was a fun ass trip.
Do you think he stole someone's identity? It wasn't actually Cam. Like it was like he replaced a Cam.
No,
and got
I see.
job, and was like,
The thing is,
I don't know what
Jack,
I'm doing.
it wasn't even that crafty. I think he invented an identity.
Okay.
He just walked up.
He
to
Tyler Durden that shit.
They were like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Cam." I guess. And he was on the whole road trip. That's it. And then apparently assistant directing.
Yeah. Oh, he was great. He did a great job that whole thing. You remember when we ate the Elvis sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, and then Ray thought it
peanut
was
butter
so
banana
gross.
sandwich, right?
There was a guy. It was peanut butter, jelly, and bacon on like this huge fucking loaf.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
Our
not Elvis.
camera guy Ray.
Jack, don't even start.
Okay.
It is Elvis. It's a whole fucking.
This guy Ray takes a bite.
Elvis ate it
He was
once.
gonna fucking puke. He thought it was so gross or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, we're filming it, and it's funny, whatever." And then Cam is kind of like standing off to the side next to me, and he just goes, "Oh man, I wanted some of that." And it's like this guy's vomiting, and he's like, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Also, it's peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, and bacon.
And bacon. And Ray's going, "Ugh," and we're all going, "It's fine."
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later, he's eating it and he's going, "It's not that bad."
Yeah.
And he's fucking eating it.
I think it was the smell. Smell was weird.
Oh, no, he said the look.
Yeah,
It looked like shit.
It
But
looked-
again, it's like, it's just.
Probably looked like baby throw up.
It looked like
Peanut butter and jelly kind of looks like that already.
if you were to take a sandwich on like a school field trip, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and put it in like a Ziploc bag,
it was all
and then it
smushed.
gets like smushed and
Oh,
hot,
yeah.
it's just like that.
Oh, okay.
It was just like, oh,
like
this,
you've been sitting on it for
yeah, it's
3
just like,
hours.
oh, this sucks, and I'm at the zoo.
Totally
Like, that's-
edible, though,
Yeah,
you know.
It,
Okay.
it tasted like going to the zoo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident saying here right now, Ray's a big Ray, big baby.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Call him Big Ray.
hot take.
I like it.
That's how so people know who he is.
This is Big
Like,
Ray.
I'm talking about Big Ray.
That's
he
what we're talking
also
about,
is
Big
pretty
Ray.
big.
Yeah,
Big baby Rays.
He posts lots of gym pics.
I see Ray all the time.
Sounds like a barbecue
You
sauce.
hang out?
Yeah, you see him at like wrestling
Zuckerberg's
shows.
looking for it.
Yeah, me and Big Ray hanging out at
I
wrestling
see
shows.
Ray all over the place.
He's a good dude.
Dude, you
Not
go to
gonna go
wrestling
that
shows all the time.
There's a lot of wrestling in
That's
Austin.
all I ever see of
Yeah,
your shit
Austin-
on social
Austin
media
is,
you at wrestling shows.
There
Austin's a
is
wrestling town.
There's an interesting little connection here. Granted, it's not like coincidental. It was established, but it's still interesting to me that it exists. But the person I got our cats from,
Yeah.
Right.
rescues, right, is someone I don't know. Lindsay and I didn't know. Just basically a random person in Austin saying, "I found these cats," and I saw it and we connected and got the cats. So we've stayed in touch with them though, and.
Cat person.
Send them pictures of like the cats, and they have cats, and we cat exchange. It's like the one person that we know that isn't doing this.
Yeah.
So like they were at the cat party we had for the cats.
Nice.
They were at the cat birthday, and they brought their partner, and so that was cool. And so we keep in touch occasionally, and they do stuff like they do wrestling stuff. This cat person,
Hello.
and they also do like roller derby stuff.
Yeah.
And so they're in like that like real like Austin-y thing. And so they sent me a thing one day, a couple months after we had the cat, saying like, "Oh, hey, like just figured I'd invite you. I'm doing this wrestling thing in Austin, blah, 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 blah." And I couldn't go that weekend regardless anyway. But I was like, truly, I was like, I can't go, but I know like I only know this person through this loose cat connection. I was like, there's a guy I know that would fucking love this. And it's not like, oh, Eric likes wrestling, like the WWE or whatever. It's like, oh, are you doing this in your garage? Eric's probably already there.
Yeah,
That's true.
This
Telling
guy
you
will
about it.
change his plans to show up to that.
Absolutely.
And so I did. I told him, and he went.
Yeah.
So then they met there.
Oh, it's great.
So now there's like a loose connection
It's
of
very
like,
weird. It's
of
very
like my cat godmother person where it's just like, anytime that shit comes up in Austin, I'm like, oh, they're probably there.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
probably
How
there.
you found out about Chupie?
No, Chupie was a different thing.
Chuppie would be there, though.
Yeah,
that's a Chuppie scene.
Yeah. Seems
Chupie,
that's a
Chupie is gonna
Drinking a Lone
be.
Star.
Chupie is going to be judging a werewolf costume contest around
that's
Halloween.
good.
At
You know what he
Meanwhile
looks?
Brewing.
Chuppie looks like a werewolf that stopped halfway.
Yeah, it's just. I think that's what I feel like.
It's
Mike
the,
said
it's
that
the
one
guy,
time, and
the
it's just
werewolf
yeah.
was like, I'm done? What do you mean I'm done?
and it's just a slightly
what do you mean
bigger
I'm
cat.
done?
Yeah.
And he's going, oh man, oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Like a werewolf experiencing puberty, like
Yeah.
having issues.
So now there was a person with Chuppie, right?
Yeah.
So now who owns who?
Chupie drove itself.
Does Chuppie own that person?
Chupie has a handler,
Right.
And that was his first like public appearance,
Fuck,
like
dude.
on camera.
He hired her.
That's what I think Chupie hired her to like make. I think I'm talking to Chupie when I talk to Instagram Chupie. But she was like, "Oh, we've never done this before," and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. We'll have this set up, and we'll have some tortillas and whatever."
Did she clear tortillas?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was like, "Oh yeah. This will be be good, whatever." I don't give him a lot of tortillas, but like he'll go crazy, and he fucking does.
It's good to like mix it up, try different cultures.
Yeah, go nuts. Yeah, right. You know, he's eating little
white- it's like a
breads,
white
and he's
bread
like,
all
yeah,
day.
exactly. But when she parked, she was out in the parking lot and walking up, and she has a backpack. You know, Bernie had his like rocket cat backpack thing or whatever
Yeah.
that he's like fucking like throwing his
Dome
cat
on it.
in. Yeah, that thing. She had that, but the cat Chupie wasn't in it. He was just being carried and like didn't give a
Chupin?
fuck.
That's
Like
cool.
he was not even like really looking around, just sort of like.
Well, he probably just
All right,
flew
we're
in
chilling.
first class.
Yeah.
Rode from the airport.
Just got off
in
the
a
plane.
Fucking
Yeah.
Uber black Lux.
Like rolled in, we threw him on like the little side set thing, and like just hung out. That was
cool.
Chupie.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yep, I gotta get Chupie at a wrestling show. Then all of my worlds can collide.
Fuck.
Chupie off the top rope.
Yeah, that Chupie does like a shooting star press, and you're like, oh my god,
Dude, Chuppie
Yeah.
It's a lucha.
wrestles my cats
Wow.
at a show officiated by my cat's
Godmother.
rescuer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that illegal?
Yeah, it's.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's catfighting.
We're about to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do. It's
AHW
cockfighting.
season
Here
2.
we come,
Nothing but
Chuppie.
cats.
I want to do another season of AHW.
I can bring Cooper up. Cooper's big old boy. He's got 7 toes and 6 toes.
Whoa, see?
Damn, that's almost
Cat-
13.
That's,
Come at you. It'll be like
see, that's a good idea.
coming at
This
you.
is great. We should do another season of AHW. That
was fun, man.
That was a lot of fun. It was super easy. It was like easy production, right? Like
Yeah.
in terms of like that stuff, it was just like, oh, just show up and talk shit over on top of this stuff. It's like, oh, that's
Knocked it out in like a week. That was awesome. That was a good time.
A lot of episodes. Michael went through a table. It was great.
I think they knocked out the post in a week, too. So it was good. So it's good when it's 1 for 1.
Now, do you think so? You're a big fan of wrestling. Do you ever feel like you would want to do the stuff you see, or is it purely like I just enjoy watching?
I've gotten in the. I've like taken bumps. I like learned how to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it fucking hurts. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
reason I don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. As soon as you said taking bumps, and I gave Michael immediately looked at me. and
Hey,
just said,
buddy,
no,
different bumps. But hey, Joe, I've taken bumps.
Grow up.
It made me realize that whether you have a good match or a bad match, it fucking hurts the
Yeah.
same. So like you could be out there and just doing dog shit and the crowd gives you nothing and you're doing a 7-minute match and you're just throwing your fucking body around and nobody gives a fuck. It
dude.
hurts just as much if you're in the main event and the crowd is going nuts and everyone's into it and you just go, oh, this sucks. This fucking blows.
Sounds daunting.
It is, it's rough. But there's like, I go to one show. AAPW is a show here in Austin. It's a training school. And they have a lot of guys who started there who are like on TV now.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Yeah.
See, I
so
could
it's pretty cool.
100% seeing you be like a manager, like a Paul
Yeah.
Bearer type thing.
Oh,
where,
I think
yeah.
like
that's
you get thrown
yeah.
into the ring and get thrown around every now and then.
You'd be
Yeah.
great as getting thrown in the ring as a not wrestler who's always getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You going,
You're just like a heel that takes
You know,
like shots to the
basically.
face every now and then.
yeah. You
Exactly did
just
in
you just have to
AEW.
exactly. You just have to not get hit twice, and then the third time they finally get you, and it's like, oh no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. I mean, it's that simple storytelling. I would totally do that, but it's just it's so much fun going to like these shows. Austin is a big time wrestling city. There's a show coming up in like 2 weeks in October at Come and Take It Live for a thing called Heart of Texas Wrestling, and it is like deathmatch shit. Light tubes, tables. I think last time a guy brought out like a saw. Like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. That's my kind of shit. Like now, I love
backyard
deathmatch
wrestling type shit.
because it's like I love the scientific. Like we're telling this story, and it's like hold for hold, and like that kind of match is really fun. I have some friends that wrestle, and seeing them wrestle kind of like these different styles. I have one friend that does like the deathmatch stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I was in like Oklahoma, and I'm just like fucking like shredded all down my back because I went through like a table covered in like light tubes, and it was set on fire. And it's like, how many people were there? Oh, like 50. And it's like, oh my God. Oh shit, this rules.
How far? Wait, were they far away?
No, about this distance.
Dude, I've seen like videos and shit you post, and it's just like, yeah, get him.
Yeah.
Get that guy you're grabbing. Hey, pin him. It's crazy.
The talking shit. The talking shit is really good. You just kind of have to play into it. You don't sort of like, you don't get like subversive with it. You're trying to like add to the show. You're having fun with it or whatever. And they get different people that kind of come in and out because a lot of like travel and stuff, guys from Houston and whatever. And I think after one match, there's a guy that wrestles in Austin, CJC, Caleb John Cartier, he wrestled this whole match or whatever, and then after the match, we're like, hey, yeah, way to go, man, this is awesome. He's like, yeah, hey, man, I fucking love Rooster Teeth. And then he like walked to the back, and we're like, right on, dude. But like, the last show that I went to was in a parking lot at Black Feather Vintage over by, what is it, like Easy Allies and like the cider place or whatever?
Yeah.
There was a Lucha Trio death match where guys hit each other with light tubes, but we were so close that when they got hit with the light tubes, glass just flew at us.
Nice.
And like hit my friend on the cheek, and she was like, oh, fuck.
Only fluorescent glass.
Yeah. You know, you take, what they do is they take out like the inside shit, like the stuff you're not supposed to breathe, and then close it back up and they fucking hit each other with it, and there's glass everywhere. That's the same one where the guy jumped off the top of a U-Haul, did a flip, and landed on two other dudes. Because your job is, you're working together. Your job is to like catch them.
Yeah.
Try to catch a fucking guy who jumps off a U-Haul and does a flip. One dude caught him pretty decent. The other guy got fucking he just caught it. He's like, yeah! And like his whole body fucking went down. It's awesome. And these guys are doing it for like no money. It's why I try to like buy a fucking t-shirt or whatever, because it's just like, this is more than you made wrestling today. Here's $20.
You think these guys would do something for Extra Life, you think?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we could get
a million. They will do shit for Extra Life that we certainly can't let them do.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's real, like, jackass shit, not in the sense of, like, not coordinated, but, like, you know, so-and-so's arm popped off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That wrestling show in Austin is run by this guy, Ray Campos, Papadon, and he'd like, I bet they would do stuff with it, because they show up, they're looking for any kind of promotion. They're like on local news and all this stuff, and so yeah, I think they would definitely do stuff. You get fucking chest chopped some more. It's, you know.
Yeah. Get Austin back.
I forgot to tell you about this, by the way.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh no.
All right.
I don't even know what that is. I just see a little image at the very top. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Extra Life. That can be fun. We can figure out something.
I'm in. Yeah.
We can figure out something.
Let's do it.
I was reminded, what's that, Joe?
No.
You don't want to get hit, Joe?
No.
Why don't you want to get hit?
I was reminded that said cat person invited me to a Halloween party. And they were like partying. They said invite trade because we invited them to our cat party. And they were like, yeah, we're having a Halloween party. There's backyard wrestling. It's on the invite.
I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
So, I don't think they'd mind if I invite.
No, man, I'm in.
I'll bring it. We'll bring Eric as our kid.
Yeah. I'm little.
Have you ever been to one of those? Is it Kaiju versus Robots?
Yeah. They
did the real ones.
Kaiju Big Battle.
Kaiju Big Battle. Yeah.
I have a sticker on my laptop from Kaiju Big Battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That Dr. Cube was at like every Comic-Con. Yeah. All the Kaiju stuff is really cool. That's fun.
That was like at PAX and Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
I say that when your family was killed by them.
No.
Man, I'm pro. Hey, I'm pro Kaiju. Yeah.
They're not as bad as you think.
It's funny. There was
trying to get along.
Dude, that's the thing. There was no one in Pacific Rim going, wait, listen to them.
Yeah. That's true. Whoa, I never thought about that. At no point was there any
just going, kill him!
Because they had that
translator.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had that
canceled the apocalypse, so you know they had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like,
but they had that, remember in Independence Day, that's the part where everyone was like, we welcome you, and they're like holding the signs, like beam me up and all that stuff, and the alien just settled, like their big ship just settles right on top and shoots the fucking thing. It's like, That's such a great moment in a movie because it's giving you the twofold of like, that's a great comedy thing, and also it shows like the aliens are bad guys,
Yeah.
but like, you know it was written as like, these fucking idiot protesters,
Yeah.
fuck them! Blow them the fuck up!
Like rolling image. Just like, yeah, fuck you.
Oh, I
100%.
mean, most of them weren't even protesting.
No, they were just
They
like,
were,
yeah,
they were like
we're
celebrating.
like,
Yeah.
welcome. We,
Yeah, they were. It was like
Fuck
it was
you.
the welcome.
yeah, kill them all!
It's the complete opposite with Godzilla. Godzilla was made to be like a bad,
Yeah.
in everyone else's eyes bad, but then everyone else is like, oh,
No, they need him.
Godzilla, we need you.
Yeah, Godzilla fucking cool. I have friends who are like so into Godzilla,
Yeah.
but like, I don't get it.
Did they fuck with like volcanoes or?
Do they fuck with volcanoes?
Right. I mean, it's pretty important to his backstory, right? Wasn't he, like, in a
Volcanoes?
volcano?
No.
It's like a
Godzilla was
radioactive.
he was on the island. Got hit with a nuke, and then he turned. He
Yeah, they're really
got
big into
there.
nukes.
Yeah. But doesn't he like live in a mountain or a volcano?
He lives in like a radioactive volcano underwater.
Oh, see?
Yeah, it's
Volcano.
Yeah, but it's a volcano.
Yeah.
But like I think Ghidorah is the one who comes
It's a
out of the
volcano. That's all I'm
right?
saying. The guy lives in a
Thor's the
volcano.
one
I
that.
didn't know he lived in a volcano.
Yeah, dude,
think
I've
Thor came out of
always
the volcano. He came out of the
associated
ice.
with a volcano going, Godzilla could come out of that. Imagine
That's Godzilla house.
Imagine your entire life seeing a volcano and you go, it could be in there. It's like when you see a sewer cover, you're like, could be a turtle.
Could be
right
turtles.
under
There could be turtles
If
right
I
there.
stare at that long
Yep.
enough, it might come up and I might see little
Yep.
green
Little
fingers.
three little green
I
fingers.
mean,
Yeah,
on
dude,
either side.
you didn't associate Godzilla volcano?
No, but I did associate sewer, like manhole covers with Ninja Turtles, which didn't make any sense to me. Maybe it made sense to
always
you
throwing 'em,
with a
too.
guy like who like living on like the East Coast near New York makes sense for you.
Right, I knew what they
living,
were.
yeah, me living in Southern California, maybe not where the Ninja Turtles are hanging.
Yeah,
The West
but-
Coast
well,
Avengers
that's
version.
fine.
Yeah, yeah,
They
exactly.
probably
Yeah.
said Cowabunga in California, right?
We say cowabunga all the time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
and my bad. Remember saying my bad?
My bad.
Eat my shorts.
I don't know that they don't still say it.
Oh,
My bad.
What?
I say no worries. Like my bad kind of transferred
I
into
say
that
it.
makes
It's
sense
not
for
like
you.
Yeah.
go to, but
I think
what
my
do you say
bad.
instead?
My fault. Whoopsie. Oops.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Let
God
him
damn.
keep
Sorry.
going. He's gonna find one that you might say.
You like him? Here's the thing. You like him,
Uh-huh.
but you keep pushing him, and there's only 7 sounds you can make. And once you go through it so
Like one
many
of those
times,
keychains with like the buttons
Yeah.
on it.
My fault. Whoopsie. Eat my shorts. What the fuck?
It's fun for about an hour tops.
And then you just repeat everything I said.
Yeah.
Just in different voices.
It was pretty good.
I know.
Or different languages.
When the battery starts getting low.
My bad.
I had one at Blockbuster. At the end of Blockbuster, like the end of its run, it had 2 mascots. It was like a rabbit and like a guinea pig. And they had like these commercials of like the rabbit and the guinea pig, and they sold little things where you could like hit the like thing inside and it would say whatever their fucking catchphrase was. But I just remember, for some reason, having it. I don't remember where I got it. Might have stole it. Had it, doesn't matter.
Definitely stole it.
Just didn't buy it.
Yeah.
And then years later, finding it again and going, oh, I wonder if it still works. And he said, you want entertainment, Carl? I'll give you entertainment. I don't know why. But I remember squeezing him, and he just went, you want to It was like, oh, this.
So it became Bill
rules.
Cosby.
Yeah, it was like fucked. We should have more stuff like that. We should start making stuff where the batteries can run out and then sounds
Hey,
fucking
look,
crazy.
there they are.
There they are. The rabbit.
they're
So we
assholes.
sell them. We sell them with 1% battery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
We had the moon ball that you could squish and make noise. Like it would say stuff.
Ooh, see if the
I don't
batteries
know
are
if you
running
ever-
out.
Yeah.
See if the batteries are running out on that at home.
Never.
See?
Legends
that.
never die.
Hey.
Except those guys. Those are both
Yeah,
dead.
those things are dead. These legends are dead.
Well, the hamster went on to sell, what is it, the Nissan Cube or
Yeah,
what are those? Or
and then I think the rabbit was James Woods. So
he's been canceled.
What a glow up from Blockbuster to Kia Souls.
those fucking rats selling the Kia Souls. What was that? That was such a unique time where it was just like, we're gonna sell these Kia Souls. Your mom is gonna love this commercial,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, this isn't making me want a Kia Soul, and they're like, right. But your mom loves this commercial. And it's, like,
It's always so
okay,
weird when
great.
you totally miss your target audience.
Yeah,
Where,
yeah.
Like I was watching a thing yesterday about the Halo show, and it was like Halo was made like the pitch was, we want to make a show that like people like dads who watch football can watch with their son.
Uh-huh.
It's like, Why? Why the fuck are you targeting them? It's like, no. Like, why don't you target like the gamers that have been playing this game for the last 2 decades?
What do you think about the trailer from Last of Us?
I think it looks great. As someone, I've never played the game, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a PlayStation guy, so I haven't played Last of Us at all. I mean, Pedro Pascal is amazing. Like, he is just not missing right now. And it looks super Tony. I will say.
This is The Last of Us. And
That's it. So that's Joel, and that's Ellie.
Yeah.
And that's Sarah's card.
That's Party Rock is in the house tonight.
God, I forgot it was LMFAO. But no, it looks fantastic. I will say, the one shot of the clicker, is that what they're called, looked kind of corny.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, it's kind of Halloween
Oh,
makeup.
I think they're probably not going to show them a whole lot.
No, I think it's going to be more about like the human drama of it as opposed to.
Well, I know it's not like going to be 1-for-1 from the game. And so I hope the show starts and it's actually all from the clicker's perspective.
Yeah.
And so you see nothing but
they're just
clicking.
Yeah, they're clicking. They're hanging out clicking.
All the trailer was all of the Pedro Pascal stuff. Like, there's none of that in the actual show.
It's just the clickers being brutally murdered.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Series.
Rip
And just
them up.
running for their lives, screaming, "Run away, run away!"
But they're clicking it.
The Great Destroyer has arrived.
The Great Destroyer.
Didn't Last of Us begin in Austin? Like, it's literally the beginning of the game is them in Austin, right? And then I don't know where they go from there.
They make it to Colorado.
Yeah.
They don't.
They do make it to Colorado.
No, they go to Denver.
They take a first-class flight to Denver.
Denver, Colorado. Yeah, it's funny. I remember I played that game. It's kind of even talking about what you were saying with the East Coast, like growing up on the East Coast and watching Ninja Turtles, obviously knowing like what New York is, but like not just knowing, but having like an actual like deep like understanding of what the fuck they're referencing, and it's not just a thing that's happening. But it's also interesting because it's like when you're growing up, you don't know that's happening, right? You don't know until you're out of it. Like, oh, that made sense to me, and someone from
like
somewhere
culture
else.
was seeping into you whether or not you know.
Well, right, because it's everyone around you is getting the same culture as you, right? So nobody's different. But then someone's like, oh, that made no sense to me as a kid, and you're like, oh, I guess I never really, thought about it that way. But it's also interesting when you can see what you didn't see like as a kid, and I think of like King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Where, granted, I didn't really watch it as a kid. I was too young for it. I just didn't understand the humor. But also, even as an adult, I would not have understood so much of the
Southern culture type stuff.
The inside shit, right? The culture stuff. Not necessarily like you missed the punchline of a joke, because some of it's like, a lot of the King of the Hill is funny because it's based on real life, not funny because it's a joke, right? And so, not like you can't watch the show, but watching it with Lindsay is literally like a fucking pop-up video. That was like a famous guy, like if he's a famous mayor. I'm like, oh my God, like constantly.
Yeah.
And so with The Last of Us, that came out like 2011 or 12 or something. It was after I moved here because I started playing the game and we were in the apartment and Lindsay's like, holy shit, that's whatever bridge. Like, I know where that is. I used to drive on that. And I was like, oh, and I was like, I was getting like secondhand excitement. I don't know. She's like, oh my God. Lindsay's like, that's 30 minutes from here. And I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah.
The only thing we got in San Diego was, I think, the third Jurassic Park movie. A dinosaur is like at the pier and like starts eating people or something, and everyone's like, "San Diego's in the movie."
Oh, that was the second one. That was the end. That was the second one.
There you go.
Denver,
That's
that's
that.
Pineapple Express.
Is that in Denver?
Pretty big
No,
head.
it's just because it's weed. That's all Denver's known for.
So like Cheech and Chong,
get any?
big in Denver.
You fucking do something about this?
No, dude.
Jesus.
I said an hour. It didn't even go an hour. He's just like, you keep
stuck on
squeezing him
Denver.
and you go, why is he still saying Denver?
No,
Stop
sorry, Benver.
Stop saying Denver. Denver
Sorry, I
would've
was
been
corrected. Benver.
Talking about South Park. Like,
Oh, yeah, South
Are there
Park.
any references in South Park that like you as a person from Colorado is like, oh,
Snow.
I get that.
Snow.
Like wink, wink.
The snow.
The snow. That would be
There's
it.
that episode
The baby
with
kicking.
Santa. There's the episode based on you.
Saddam
you
Hussein coming back.
Pulling a piece of shit out of the toilet. Talk to it and carry it around in a paper towel.
Yeah.
I knew it was based on you. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I haven't seen South Park in a really long time.
He probably wasn't alive when I came.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Man,
I was watching it, but I wasn't allowed to watch it, so I'd only watch it at a friend's house.
He would watch it like this.
South Park is interesting because that show started out like so just like out off the wall, but as the show's gotten older, the world around the show has gotten so fucking weird that the show is now like, oh, we can't make the jokes we make are basically just
you look at it.
Here's what's happening in Washington.
You look at it now, and it's crazy how much of the show has been that now.
Yeah.
Like retroactively, right? It just being like quirky, crazy show about these wacky misadventures of a kid and not relevant to current life, like on a weekly basis.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like everybody references real life, you know, like the time you went to the beach. But South Park just became this weekly, like, they're going to talk about that on South Park. Which is so weird from where it started. You know, that's like an SNL thing. You know, that's like a whatever. Like, I can't wait to see this late night host talk about the thing. But it became South Park. But like a couple years in. You know,
well,
and now it's been fucking 30 years almost.
Well, I mean, that was the whole idea, is because they could produce that show so fast. Like literally, like they were still working on the show Tuesday night before it came out on Wednesday. So like they would get stuff. I remember when it was Obama versus John McCain, and they literally had like 2 episodes ready to go. And I was like, what are we gonna do? And it's like Obama one's like, all right, we're running that one. And so it's wild to see what those guys do. I'm so impressed with Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like that whole setup is incredible. But yeah, it's been 25 years of South Park now.
Too many.
Nuts.
Cancel it now.
Well, they only do like 8 episodes a season.
Cancel it now.
Did you watch the 25th anniversary concert?
No, he canceled the whole thing.
He canceled the whole thing.
It was Primus and Ween and Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it was awesome. And they just like played music from the show, and then like Primus would do stuff, and then Rush came out, or what's left of Rush came out.
Mega Man's dog?
Like Getty Lee and Alex, whatever his name is.
And then Gutsman was there, and he started just throwing people.
So
It's fucking crazy.
anyway, South Park, it's an impressive show, but it is such a weird show now, like how different it is from what it started as. Like it was Santa versus Santa versus Jesus.
Or like the fucking frog, like the frog that was paralyzing them that they were hunting. It's like season 1.
Oh yeah.
Poisonous frog, or whatever the fuck
their
it
eyes
was.
would
that shit.
type deal.
Remember that, Joe?
No, I don't. I only remember.
What do you remember?
I remember Butters being mistaken for a dog.
Oh, Jesus.
That happened.
What's your earliest memory, Joe?
My earliest memory?
Yeah.
In your current life.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, just go into your brain and be like, what's the
Hey, Joe, go into your brain.
Come on.
So you're out of your brain
Mind
right
Palace.
now?
Get your Mind Palace.
Go right into your brain.
Walk through the intro of your Mind
Earliest
Palace.
memory.
Go to the right to
Must be
history.
when I was 7 years old.
That brought such a smile to Michael's face. I couldn't see it.
7.
It must be from when I was 7.
I actually have no fucking clue. I don't know.
Really?
I have no idea.
Do you remember when you started working here?
That's so long ago.
He was 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a vague memory of when I was like 2 or 3. It's like my first one. My mom got into she slid off the road and I was with her. And I remember like she was asking me if I was okay, and I think a cop came, and that's it. That's all I got.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, Jack remembers the first time he tried to murder his parents.
Well,
He
Grabbing
grabbed the wheel.
just yanking on it.
Oh, we slid on ice.
see, I had a conversation with Destiny. I think I need to go to therapy because I think I've repressed.
Well,
a lot of
everyone
shit.
should go to therapy.
Nah, that's
100%.
you don't
Everyone
need
should
to-
go to
I can't-
therapy.
I like this. This is kind of 2 sides of the coin right
Well,
here.
no. I'm not anti-therapy. You can do therapy if you want. But I think I am on, just because it's repressed doesn't mean you need to unrepress it. Could be repressed for a good reason.
Oh, it's repressed for very good
You know
reasons.
what I mean?
From what part?
If it's eating you
Yes.
if it's eating you up inside,
I just want to remember my childhood.
affecting
I just don't know.
your
like, any birthday
daily basis
parties or
mental health,
anything?
you should get it.
honestly,
You
Jack,
should get help.
honestly,
Like, let's
Jack,
not leave it.
Most of my core memories, like
Stop.
9
Pause.
under, I
Pause.
have like
Pause.
very, very hard time remembering.
What about besides your core memories?
How much
Your
weed do they
second-
smoke
What are
in
your
Colorado?
secondary?
I don't know, man. I was getting secondhand highs all the
It's
time.
interesting.
you know?
I'm being a living person,
True.
not a robot. Just have memories. I don't have core memories or supplementary.
What do you mean? When you
memories.
have a memory, don't you
It's
put
just-
it in your vault and
it's just a memory.
file it under core memory?
Yeah.
What's your earliest memory? Well, core memories. We're
Like
talking
cornrow
years.
is something that's like it's just stuck with you forever. It's like,
I'm just saying.
Probably when I had a Game Boy
I'm
Advance
just
and I was
saying.
playing
I'm just
Pokemon
saying
Ruby,
something
and
that
I
was
must
really
have been,
cool
like,
that you
6 or
remember.
7.
There we
It's just
go,
like
there
it's
we go.
still a memory. It's not like hang on, let me look it up. Yeah, it's Mark Kinder Properties core memory.
No, you know what? I do have. You know what? That is my
Go into the
earliest
C
memory.
drive. Okay, what is it?
I don't know. It's probably like 5 years old. I
There
had
we
this
go.
little red plane that didn't fly. I just ran around with it as a
As
kid.
most toys didn't.
Yeah, and I was up looking at it running down my driveway,
Dumbass.
and I ran into a tree. And I had this giant circle of a scrape on my nose, like on the bridge of my nose.
Okay.
And then my mom poured alcohol.
Oh my God!
Rubbing alcohol.
just rum.
just like dripped it onto it and then wiped it off as I was screaming. Ah, it hurts.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. That's a good one.
I thought he was gonna be like my earliest memory, sophomore year of high school.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up. Pokemon Ruby came out in 2002. So that's weird to me that one of your first memories was
How
like,
old
I
were
was
you?
in, I was in college.
Yeah, you're fucking old.
Like,
we were saying
no,
that
it's
earlier.
sad. Yeah,
We're
I mean,
old.
we got through that.
At least I'm not a
Numbers.
2000.
Three of us,
Yeah, I hear you.
Jack, the three of us here are some of the oldest people here. At least like on camera.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
On
Pirtle.
camera.
Big Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your first memory? Do you have
I think it was probably like a second birthday and being like having like a cake in front of me and like grabbing it with hands. Like it's that.
Whose hands?
Grabbing Dad's hands to grab cake.
one? Hands was the uncle.
Yeah. I sat on his shoulders Ratatouille style and started moving his hair until he was grabbing cake.
Rakunatui or whatever?
Yeah. And
Rakakuni.
Rakakuni, that's it. Yeah.
it just
Yes, Rakakuni.
he's just grabbing. I don't know.
Rakakuni.
That's the earliest. I don't think I have much repressed childhood memory stuff.
I deleted it. I just don't have it.
I
It's not
definitely don't
repressed.
have the same
It's gone.
memory as that. It doesn't exist in my.
What did you
Great
eat
job.
last night?
Dude, I like Joe in so since Joe has decided to, I guess what you want to call what he does is work here. And
Yeah, kind of.
Congratulations, almost.
he,
tried my best.
He's been here since we were back in the temp office,
Yeah.
in which we moved out of after we were in the temp office for a year
Yeah.
to move back into our permanent space, which actually, guess what? Whoops, isn't
Uh-oh.
ready. So we're in our second
Nether
temp
temp
space
space.
Yeah.
before the permanent space.
Temp 2.
But we never really did like work from home with Joe.
Oh.
And so we see Joe alive.
Work from Joe.
And at work.
from
But
Joe.
this guy, if we have to call in like a meeting like in the last 2 weeks or so while we're in flux between offices, you get this guy on Discord or whatever, and it's, hey, yeah, Jack today, whatever, and then and Joe's like,
It takes me a while to fucking get up, like wake up. You know?
They having 6 a.m. meetings?
No, just no.
Dude, you
no,
think
see, my schedule,
you
no,
think it's
see,
4 o'clock in the morning? It's 10:30, and
See,
Joe's
my
like,
schedule
and Joe's
goes-
like,
I'm very.
and it's going, Joe, you're right there in the meeting. We go, Joe, wake up, wake up.
I'm awake.
He doesn't sound
No,
anything
you're
like
conscious.
this.
You're not awake. You're conscious.
It's like,
I'm awake.
and
Okay.
everything he says, he sounds sad because he's like so tired. He's like,
Why are you so tired?
Why are you sad?
that's a good.
I just
like the
don't sleep
weight of his cheeks are weighing down his
Why?
words.
You want to know
coming
why?
out.
It's because I don't have that Helix mattress.
I told you who to reach out to. I told you what to do.
He's going,
Do you have sleep apnea? Is that what it is? You can go to a nose doctor. You can take a look at that.
No, I just don't sleep very well. It's
sleep
hard
well?
for me to like
take
stay
CBD or
asleep. I'm
anything?
a very light sleeper.
Have you
Dude,
tried?
CBD gummies, man. That shit knocks me out.
Have you tried tart cherry juice?
I'm sorry, what did you just tell Joe to take, Jack?
CBD
take
gummies?
Fuck
drugs?
CBD gummies.
They're legal,
This is
no.
Texas. Take Delta 8. Blast off, which are also legal, but they'll fuck your ass.
Does
to
Jimmy
pieces.
Neutron sponsor them?
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you tried tart cherry juice?
No. What?
It's what professional athletes use a lot of the time when there's like a lot of travel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You play the fucking Pittsburgh Pirates and then you have to fly to Denver and play the Colorado Rockies,
hate
but
when
you have a
that
game like the next day.
Do the Pittsburgh
you need
Pirates
to
have
sleep.
to sail everywhere?
Yeah, there's one guy on the front. He's like this. There's a parrot. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
They drink tart cherry juice and it's supposed to like really knock
Dude,
you out, like really help you sleep. You should try it.
Because they come off games like that, and you've got to be
Dude.
like amped
Yeah.
up from playing
Yeah,
a game.
you're
And it's like,
very-
all right,
a lot
now
of
you have to
adrenaline
try to
pumping.
sleep. So.
I don't like it. Don't do it again. Is all I'm saying. Wake up before you show up to the meeting.
But what
Wake
if
the
I just-
fuck up!
What if I just stay muted the entire time?
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Perfect. Solves it.
But
Was
it's
that a System
impossible.
of a Down reference
Yes,
right there? Okay,
correct.
got it.
See, it was right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know. That's mid 90s. You want to talk Alice in Chains? We can do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm the man of the box.
The
I'm not the only one that sounds dead.
Who else sounds dead?
Alfredo. Maybe sometimes Trevor.
No, Trevor's always awake.
Trevor.
Well, he perks up as soon as everyone's in the
That
meeting.
Trevor's got,
When he
like,
gets
unlimited
in,
energy,
he's
man.
like,
I
That's
feel
impressive.
like Trevor in a meeting like that is sitting up very straight.
how dare he?
And his hair looks amazing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like, how'd you do that? And he goes, and you go, oh, okay, great, fantastic.
That's true.
Yeah, sitting up real straight. You start sitting up straight, drinking
There's
tart cherry
nothing-
juice.
Maybe you ever think about maybe it's just my mic?
No.
No.
Maybe my mic just
No.
makes.
Don't you like stream?
Yeah. Do you have a sleepy
Dude.
mic? Is that what it is? You're like,
You reminded me, talking about that sports talk.
Yeah.
Talking about that sports betting throw ball catch talk.
Yeah.
sports betting.
Sports bet ball gameplay talk catch throw ball. They
Not legal in Texas yet, unfortunately.
There was a game the other day. What team is Brady on? Buccaneers?
Yes.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Tampa Bay.
somebody out of nowhere is like, this is like on streaming. Someone's like, hey, Michael, who should I got $20 to bet. Who should I bet on? The Buccaneers or the Packers? And I just go, oh, fucking getting me started. better the Buccaneers better pack it in. Because they're
Oh.
done. Green Bay's taking this. And the entire chat's just like, you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, don't bet against Brady.
And how'd it go?
Fucking Packers won.
Tom Brady.
That guy won $45. He's like, Michael, I won $45 in the yard. And I was like, hey, fuck you, Chad. You want sports ball top guy bet recommendation guy? Come to me. And they also like when I was like, oh, Packers all the way, and someone's like, bro, Tom Brady's gonna crush the Packers. I was like, wait, is that the team he went to? Oh fuck, that's Gronk's there too. He unretired for that guy, and look at this whole thing.
They got stomped.
And then, yeah, it was like at one point someone's like, it's 18-4.
Yeah,
or
it
some
was
shit
like, it was
that.
bad.
And
It was
went,
really bad.
doo-doo. I was like, I think Tom Brady's like 72. I just kept saying that.
He's
45.
Like, can you believe
Which is
that
like
shit? It's fucking
72.
wild.
He's like the second oldest starting
Yeah.
quarterback ever
Yeah.
in the NFL.
Fucking wild.
And I think he
he's,
might beat that this year if
yeah.
he
you
finishes the
should,
season.
you should go for the oldest man alive while he's still playing.
That would be awesome.
No, not the oldest man alive in the NFL. The oldest man alive,
current starting quarterback.
period,
Yeah.
and in the NFL.
Yep.
Yes.
He gets sacked and just turns to dust. Like,
Not again, so they have to sweep him up, remocrify him, put them all together.
Dude, that's how he finally, when he's ready to die, they just let him get sacked.
Yeah.
At 105, we all bid farewell.
It's a big sporting event. They get the biggest
Tom
stadium.
Brady.
His
Like,
whole
We'll
offensive
send them
line.
off together, and then you just have this big burly.
He's under center. He gets the ball hiked to him. His whole offensive line just stands up and salutes.
and then just a
As
cheer.
the-
Oh my
somebody
God,
else-
man.
And the
Someone
ball,
yells
he doesn't
hike.
catch the ball. He's too slow. It just hits him in the face.
Someone yells hike, and you just see the entire line charging him. He stands up, it's over the shoulder. It's like the ending of Sons of Anarchy. There's just a truck
It's
on.
like 300. It's just all those, yeah.
It's just a free safety comes out of nowhere, tackles him through his chest, but he turns to dust immediately, so nothing stops him from going. This guy just keeps running.
like a Jedi.
Eric, right as he gets hit, that's when the camera spins
Yeah.
up and like flips. You kind of see what happened, but there's a lot of the stadium lights, and you're going, whoa.
Any given Sunday.
Wow.
You can listen to more of this on Sports Ball Season 4.
The end.
Do we have anything else to plug?
Plug?
Yeah.
All of it, bro.
I mean, Survive Block Island Meltdown.
Survive Block Island Meltdown
Dude,
airing
that's what I
right
asked.
now. There's episodes out.
I will say episode 4 will be coming out yesterday or today. When do they come out on Thursdays or on Wednesdays?
Thursdays, I think.
So episode 4, it's a spicy one. I'll
Did
say
you just
that.
say yesterday or today? Does it come out Thursdays or Fridays?
This comes out.
It's Wednesday,
comes out
Wednesday or
in the
Thursday.
future.
We're pre-recording.
Oh,
We're not live. Chat, let Joe know that we're not live right now.
Fuck.
Yeah. He's saying
Sorry,
yesterday
my
was
mic is still
Wednesday.
sleepy.
So it's a medical condition. Oh, you've got
Anyway,
sleepy mind.
survive Block Island Meltdown. There's a very good chance that if you weren't a first member, you might be a first member now because of Uno Infinite, because we gave away like 20,000 gift subs, 21,000 gift subs.
Well, we didn't give them away.
Yeah, they
Well,
were.
People bought them and gave them away to fuck us up.
Absolutely watch that. Go back and rewatch like Weird Place, which is an awesome show. Watch the documentaries we've got up there.
AH Wrestling.
AH Wrestling.
I want to make another one.
Yeah, we
Come
got
on.
lots of shit though.
Lots of really good
What
shows.
you should watch Survive Block Island Meltdown because we recorded this already. I don't think I talked about it on this show. Recorded a sort of whole season wrap up with Andrew Panton and Gavin Free.
I want to listen to that
I'll see when it's edited and I can send it to you.
Okay.
It'll come out after the whole season.
Yeah, we don't.
So watch along on this season because they deep dive on some stuff. The shit that Andrew, you're not ready for the amount that he like goes into what he does and how he operates. It was fucking insane.
I'm
Insane.
fascinated by it.
It's
There's
awesome.
stuff I want to talk about because like I don't want to spoil anything. There's stuff I'm
it.
like
Spoil it.
very interested in and very interesting kind of like explaining my side of stories that I can't.
Well, the thing
So,
with me is like, it's how many episodes is this?
I think it's 9.
I think it's 8 or 9. Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
So people didn't expect me to win in episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
But we padded out the rest of the season. That's
You got
all
it.
I'm
You got
saying.
padded out.
That's all I'm saying. What'd you find?
What'd you find?
Every episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine ranked.
Hey, I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
the one where he's in the interrogation room and he's playing the guitar and he starts screaming. Best one.
There you go. No, number 1. We did it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Was that it? Or we're
There's
done?
no way this is over already.
No, we started late. I think
started
we probably
late,
got to get another
bro.
15 minutes or so.
We got
20
20
minutes.
fucking
Well,
minutes
it's
left.
hey, it's not over.
Don't you
how do you
produce this
how do you like it?
department?
How do you like it so far?
What the fuck?
Is it good?
Chat, let us know if
Chat loves it.
I mean, like,
Chat's
I know it
loving
doesn't
man.
have to be exact.
Chat
but
loves it.
They're like, yeah.
11:35?
Yeah.
Like, you know we started at like 10:20.
Yeah.
10:25. 10:30.
I rolled
I
up
thought
at
it was
10
10:05.
thinking I was going to be late. I was
Me
like,
too.
shit.
Yeah,
And
me
then
too.
I got here, I walked in, there was no one here. And I'm like,
because it's
I
pre-recorded.
skipped breakfast tacos to get here at 10
No one
because that's
asked
what
me.
it said.
Yeah, that
Where?
wasn't a good
No one
idea.
asked
That
you to
was
skip
smart.
breakfast.
Yeah,
These
that
are
was
okay.
dumb.
These are like quick ones.
No one asked
From
you to do
Taco
that.
Deli.
But also,
Are they from
it's
Taco Belly?
always slow rolling when it's pre-recorded.
But,
We-
so,
you don't have that live threat. You kind of
Michael saunters in around like, 10:20. And it's like,
Just started talking about a Steam Deck and telling me not to be afraid of it.
I did come in at 10:20. I did start talking about the Steam Deck, but I did also tell Tyler I was going to be late before I was late, and he said no problem. So all of you are
So it's
irrelevant.
Tyler's fault that we could have shown up later.
No.
And he just didn't bother.
It's just
telling us?
no. It's
you
just
did the
I
right
could've
thing.
gotten
It's
my-
just-
I could have got my breakfast
It's
tacos.
just not.
You did.
It's
100. Hey, Stab, you fucking nailed it.
not my fault that I let the proper channels know that I wasn't going to make it on time.
And the proper
you-
channels could have been like, hey,
You weren't the
we're
proper
going to start
channels.
15 minutes later.
You walked in 2 seconds after Michael messaged.
See?
Oh, really? Yeah. So I walked in at 10, and that's when Michael said he was going to be 15 minutes late.
Michael
at 10?
said he was going to be 15
Nice.
minutes late at about 9:57.
I could have walked over to Torchy's. I could have walked to
Yeah.
Torchy's.
So technically, you came early, so that's your fault.
If I got my ears pierced, would you get more ear piercings?
Yeah. I actually miss having more piercings. I used to have an industrial
He's going like a
bar.
Kardashian with
Yeah.
just all up and
I
down.
want to get another car.
Can we do a thing? Can we do a thing where we'll have to? We could limit the pool of participants.
Okay.
This is for you, Gavin. This is a Gavin type.
No,
of
I like this.
Well, it's just-
We pierce his
I feel
nose,
like,
or
no. I'm not doing it to Gavin. I feel like this is I'm in spirit of Gavin.
oh, this is okay.
Something he would say. We get a pool of people we can choose from, and for every one person, like you get your ear pierced, Joe gets an ear pierced, but then Jack gets his ear pierced, and then Joe gets his.
What the?
And then I get a piercing, and then Joe gets.
Dude, I'm gonna lose my ear.
Joe does a one for. Well,
gonna-
let's say
no,
we'll go
here's the
over
thing.
a pool of people.
I'm
gonna
just
get a big
saying,
old
if I
bite.
get
The
4
world-
piercings in one ear, it might just one infection. It's over. I lose it. It's gone.
This is the
Your hair's
price
kind of long. You don't need to. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you do
Anyway,
it? Would you?
yeah, we'll do it.
How big is the pool of people?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
I can't agree
mean,
to
how many
it
people
unless
are
I
in
know.
Team Hunter?
See how
12?
we'll see how small they can punch a hole.
Yeah.
I
Small
wanna-
holes.
I want to see a big old hoop earring. in your
wow.
ear.
The thing is, you don't got to worry about the earrings. Just you get in the holes first. We can fill them later.
Yeah.
You can put anything you want in there.
I'm gonna get another cartilage piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get definitely more.
Okay, no nose piercing.
Extra live.
Is it loud
We
when you
get
get the
those
cartilage pierced?
No.
It's not loud?
No.
It seems like it would be loud. Just
Getting your ears pierced?
no, like not this, but like something about the cartilage being pierced feels
No, like you would think it
relaxed
would
to me.
pop, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really pop. It just no.
It just goes.
Yeah, it's like a,
Ready?
you know.
Ugh.
Do you have your ears pierced? Did you get them pierced?
I had my ear pierced when I was like a teenager.
Oh. Would you re-pierce it?
I don't.
We can share
I
the
don't
pool.
care.
We can share
I mean,
the pool.
I would.
Okay.
I would probably not wear an earring if nothing but for stupid effect.
I can't
At any point
imagine-
in my life.
If all of a sudden you were wearing just a single stud, like one of those,
Right.
like just like a single stud, like
Right.
you had that, that
Right.
would be crazy. That'd
Right.
be awesome.
Like that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Did you get a nose piercing?
But I'm not like. Oh, I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It takes 3 seconds to get your ear.
We should get our tongues pierced. Remember when everyone was doing that?
yeah.
See, that I
the,
just-
the tongue piercing and the nose piercing are very like 90s.
Yeah.
The tongue for me, it's the teeth. People, oh
Okay.
God, always
Yeah.
just
Like,
hitting
they
their
rattle
teeth.
the back of
Clatter,
your-
Yeah,
chatter,
that shit.
fucking
It's like
clanging-
fucking
clanging and banging
It's like
in there.
the old metal cup in the fucking
Yeah.
prison
Yeah.
cell. Is what I think
Let me
of.
out.
Yeah, when people, I was like, that was always like a nail
Yeah.
on chalkboard, like ugh
get
sound
that.
for me. People hitting their teeth with their fucking tongue septum. Is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah.
No, septum's nose,
Yeah,
right?
what is
That's
it called?
this.
It's not, then what is it called? It's not called a tongue piercing. It's called like a rod or whatever the fuck it's called. God, I knew a bunch of people that had them.
Did you get your nipples pierced?
I would never get my nipples
Okay.
pierced.
I knew a guy who didn't have any other piercings or tattoos, but he had his nipples pierced. And I
Was it
just
to like hang towels from?
I just remember it being like kind of like weird first step,
I
bud.
tried lip piercing before. I tried an eyebrow.
Oh, yeah?
And it just not.
Where was your lip
was
pierced?
not me.
His lip, probably.
No, I mean like
No.
where at?
Oh
like-
no! I fucking put it in, and then I was like, this. Like I had my being dumb kid. Use ice cubes.
Oh, you pierced your
No. My friend.
Oh, your friend did.
My
Even
friend
better.
put ice cubes on both sides of my lips and was like, "This is how it doesn't hurt," and then shoved a needle in.
How'd it feel?
It sucked. And I was like,
But it didn't hurt though.
"No, well, it fucking sucked." And then I was like, "This ain't for me."
Yeah.
So I just took it out.
Right.
So you
Well,
got
just so
you
you
got the
know-
hole poked and that's it.
Yeah.
I got the hole poked, and then I put it in. And I was like,
Just so you know, you saying this ain't for you. You didn't get it. Even as like a lip ring, you didn't get that. You got your friend poked you in the face. Just so you know. So I don't think you know still if lip rings are for you.
I don't think they're for me.
They might not be, but I don't think you know enough yet
Yeah.
to definitively say.
That's what they
that
do when you
counts.
go to like, what Marie Claire's or whatever.
Yeah.
They take the two ice things
Kick you in your head.
and then they poke it right through.
Yeah, they make your friend do it. Indie sleaze is coming back, like that kind of like early 2010s, like late 2000s, early 2010s, kind of like yes look. Did you get the dimple piercing?
Oh, the
Remember those?
Yeah, the dimple. I don't think I would ever do one. I know people who've had them and they just like suck in the piercing.
Yeah. And then
It just goes.
I just imagine that like you take them out and then you can shoot water. Like it's like
Just,
you like keep people away from you.
I used to assume there's a rod that went from one end all the way across. your mouth.
There's just
And
a
just
bar in
screw
your
it
mouth.
and just-
Can you get one through your brain?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Egon
Like,
tried.
Just get like a rod that
Yeah.
just goes through.
Well, I
Your
might
brain
unlock
kinda
new
spins
memories.
around on it. Yeah.
It might.
It might get you
Who's the
going.
guy that had the railroad spike go through?
Oh, Rail Rodman.
Yeah.
No, what?
No, Roddy Roadman.
Yeah, Roddy Roadman.
It's Rail Roddy Roadman.
Yeah,
Remember?
Roddy Road.
the Ballad of Rail Roddy Roadman.
Yeah.
He was in They Live, wasn't he?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You're gonna look it up? I don't even think it's worth looking up, bud.
Something-
we nailed it. Roddy
You're gonna
Rodman.
say what his
Something
name is,
about-
and we're gonna go, okay.
Fuck. Just keep going. I'm looking.
Wow, he waved us
Rail
away.
Roddy Roadman.
He waved us.
railroad
Racing Randy, the Rail Rodding Roadman.
This all sounds right.
Racing.
Yeah.
Racing.
Racing Rail Rodding.
Phineas
Roadman.
Gage. There
That's
we
what I
go.
was
See,
saying.
I was gonna say, no matter what name he looks up, no one at the table is gonna go, oh, that.
No. Yo, you guys are gonna keep saying railroad Roddy.
I thought you were talking
Wait, so who's
about.
Phineas Gage?
I thought he was talking about Angle.
It was a
Did
guy.
he have the big thing in
Oh.
his ears that make him bigger?
Yeah, he's the one that
Gage?
started Gages.
Okay.
But he started it in his head.
Well, that's where your
put it-
ears are.
That's
so.
a big. It's a big
railroad
old
spike went
gauge.
through his head, and then he put a gauge in the top of his head,
I'm putting plugs here.
Wait, so a railroad spike went through his head.
and he lived.
Okay.
And that was just
But
it.
did he truly live?
He lived.
I mean, he survived.
Rail Roddy
no.
Roadman.
Yeah.
He's in-
Rail-
I mean, was he-
railroad
he was
Roddy
in
Roadman.
Island.
And after that, he thought his name was Rail Roddy Roadman.
I mean, was he like a normal functioning human afterwards?
Yeah.
Did he have issues?
That's why he made the gauge. His name is Phineas Gage.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. I hate this. I hate this. I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt the whole fucking show, Joe.
Jack,
But
why
I'm
would you
done.
do that?
I'm
Jack,
done.
you don't have to say this. You can say Joe. Okay.
I still think it's Rail Roddy Roadman.
Railroad Roddy Roadman.
It's Rail
Did you
Roddy
hear about the
Roadman.
guy who put his head, or he was like working on, I think it was CERN or like one of the particle colliders, and either put his hand or his head in the way, and an atom went through his head.
That's awesome.
And like messed him up the rest of his
That's
life.
Black Adam.
Well, why
Like,
would
he
you
survive?
I mean,
but,
why
like,
would you do that? Don't do that.
I guess like it was on and he.
I
knew
thought this would
something.
be funny. I'm different.
Yeah.
He's the
but-
first metahuman.
Whoa.
That's
is that
how it started.
Is that what that? Is that what that Inhumans movie is about?
Yeah.
Watch that
And
on
a big
plane.
dog,
Terrible.
apparently. The guy who can't talk. Oh, God. I watched all of Resident Alien on a plane.
Oh,
So, yeah, the Alan Tudyk show.
Oh yeah.
Really good show.
Yeah, it looked good.
It was
I never watched
like-
it. It's like a sci-fi show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on
There's at least two
SYY, or it was like whatever that is.
Whatever sci-fi is. I
Yeah,
guess.
but like they rebranded as something different.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
sci-fi.
you're right. Right. I got
that's
what you're
it,
saying.
sci-fi.
I think it's
But
SYFY.
for the longest time, like
sci-fi.
American, they had on the plane, they had like the first 5 episodes
Mm-hmm.
of like a 10-episode season, and so like I made it. And it was like, oh, cool, and there was just no more. And then actually going to San Francisco, like the plane had the other episodes. They put the rest of them on. So I finished the first season of it. It was pretty cool show.
I did that with Grand Crew, and Iffy's at the end of one episode.
Really?
Yeah. He's doing like a podcast bit thing or whatever. It's like the tag on an episode, and I just went, "What?" And no one knew. I mean, I was on a plane with no one, so.
Yeah,
You were probably on the plane with Iffy. Because the guy's everywhere.
I just turned around. He goes,
Yeah, you're like, damn, that's Iffy. He's like, what's Iffy?
"Yeah."
That's the
everywhere.
Top Gear guys did a new show, right? Grand Crew.
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's
Yeah.
that show?
Yeah.
What is Grand Tour? Okay, thank you very much.
Grand Crew is like an NBC sitcom.
Oh, okay.
Is Grand Crew the one Colton's involved in?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's like he plays like a brother of someone.
Oh, really?
Or, yeah.
So he
he's
jumped
in
from
he's in
Superstore
like
over to
one
that?
He
episode.
didn't jump. I mean, he ended.
He's in like one episode, I think.
He was in. I watched Blockers, which originally was Cock Blockers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The one with John Cena. Yeah, and he's in that. I was like, oh shit, like it's
He's
Colton.
in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, man.
He's a cool dude.
Funny guy.
Hung out with him when there was one Comic-Con where he was there for you guys, but he kept hanging out at the Mega 64 booth, and he just kept going, "You guys are funny." And it was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Damn Mega 64 guys. So
Yeah.
hilarious. Anyway,
Anything else, Joe?
are we at?
Yeah. So Phineas Gage.
God, Jesus Christ. Fucking
the
Jesus.
fuck Joe's been doing.
Phineas Gage, he started the circus by he would bring in people and people pay money to see Tom Thumb. And then
I hate Rail Roddy Roadman.
Zac
Hey.
Efron was there and Zendaya for some reason.
Rail running.
And-
Jack, can anyone pay you enough money to like get gauges and start sizing them up?
No.
Wow.
Not this
Jack
one.
with gauges would be like wild.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
With zeros.
I mean,
Yeah.
like if we're talking like once you cross 6 figures, maybe we'll talk about it, but nothing short of that.
Not at $90,000.
No.
Not
I would for $95,000, no fucking way.
No, have you ever seen people who had gauges and like big ones and now
Yeah.
it's like this loose skin?
Yes. Yeah, I know so many people like that.
Oh, it's the
and
grossest.
it's not their defining characteristic.
Yeah.
Also,
That's all they are.
Also, have you ever seen old people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
It's gross.
Fuck yeah.
We're all heading
I'm with
there.
you.
We're all
Yeah,
heading
yeah.
there.
Saggy
baby.
skin.
At least
I'm
my
just
ears
saying.
aren't going to be
I'm just
drooping
saying
down.
whether I have
Like
a
my
gauge or not.
shoulder.
Guess what? We're all gonna look like an old
Yeah.
fucking piece
I
of
think
shit.
you're gonna have droopy ears.
Probably.
And so you
didn't.
Yeah.
Not down to here.
Well,
drooped them?
I think they're gonna droop even without gauges.
There's an Imagineer.
Droop shot.
There's a former Imagineer.
Real
a guy
Roddy
named-
Roadman.
a guy-
Droop shot.
There's a guy named Joe Roddy. He's the guy who's behind.
Joe
Joe Roddy Roadman.
He was the guy behind Animal Kingdom. He did a ton of shit like back in like
Get him out of
the
there.
heyday of Disney. But he has like all of these earrings in one ear. Like he had a gauge and
Yeah.
now he just like hangs shit from it.
How's he gonna get into
It's
heaven?
disgusting. Like,
That's a great question.
Super.
He's going to hell.
super nice guy.
no.
But
Well,
it looks horrible.
If he's dying breath, he takes him out. He's going,
I'm sorry, God.
Sewing
This
his
is
ear
my
back together.
penance.
I just gotta say you're sorry.
Oh.
Are you-
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
From this is
Just-
You don't actually have to fix the problem.
Yeah.
You just say,
On your deathbed,
hey,
you
just
go,
say,
I
"Ready?"
accept this, and then,
you know what you say? My bad.
yep. You say my bad, and then,
people.
There
who
he
work in
is,
PR
Real Roddy
probably get into
Roadman.
Heaven all the time.
It's just like, I don't.
and if he takes them all out and he says my bad
Yeah,
right at the
but
end,
imagine-
then he
Yeah.
tricked
I
God.
mean,
and he can
imagine
go
what
to
that
heaven.
guy's genitals look like.
Yeah, fuck.
Talk
yeah.
about droop.
Now we're talking.
I'm not.
Now we're
I'm
talking.
not.
Does he have a
I'm
gauge
seeing
in
his
his
ear.
ear?
You think it's
Foreskin?
possible?
He could, I don't
Gauges
know.
in your scrotum?
In your scrotum? Probably
Yeah.
not.
Hey, Joe, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
That's
part
it.
of the?
At that point, it's not.
Yeah, when you
Hey,
run out of
hey, Joe.
ears.
It's just a plug at that point.
We're gonna
It's like
have we're
holding
gonna
the
we're gonna
stuff
need you
in.
to chase this lead down.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna need
I'm
you
the,
to go ahead.
I'm the man. I'm the man on the case.
You know what?
A man in the
you're
box.
you're the sack for the attack because we
Yep.
need you to find out if you can gauge your nut.
You got to get to the bottom of this, and I don't care who's at the top.
Yeah.
Mom, if you're watching this,
Well, your bottom is.
about to become a hero. Oh.
We unlock a core memory.
Yeah.
Gauge your nuts.
Wait, hang on. Did you hear that? Core memory unlocked. I'd say it's
that
probably
time.
probably got a secondary memory that's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's
Like,
cores.
they're just like, it's in like a lower shelf.
Well, things get moved around,
Yeah.
and I think we've puttered on long enough.
We did it.
That's the podcast. It was pre-recorded. What'd you say?
What?
No, I can't read it,
No,
fucker.
it's
I can't
live.
see the future. Did you like the ads? They were somewhere.
They were in there, baby.
Man, yeah, the end of episode 4, wild, you guys.
Tyler
See you in the
Stab sent me a
chat.
Wikipedia article about Roddy the Roadman.
We've done way more than
Roddy
4
the
of these.
Roadman?
We've done way more than 4 of these. Episode 4.
We'll talk more about
I
Roddy the
win.
Roadman.
Railroad
Tune in
Roddy
next week.
Roadman.
Other stuff will happen, and then also.
I'm going to play Wordle. I haven't played it today.
Also what?
Rail Roddy Roadman forever.
Rail Roddy Roadman.
Roddy the Roadman is a series of 6 children's books by British author
Cut.
Phyllis Arkle. Roddy is the workman depicted on the roadworks ahead.